I know you guys have heard the phrase, you're only as good as your backup quarterback. The difference between an average one and a really good one could be a Lombardi trophy. So today, we're gonna see what happens if every single team is forced to start their backup quarterback. We begin in Chicago, man. Luckily for them, this ain't a third stringer video, so they don't have to start Peterman. Instead, it's Trevor Siemian, 61 overall. 7 overalls higher than the Bengals backup quarterback, Brandon Allen, who's only a 54. The Bills are gonna be starting Case Keenum, the veteran. Brett Rypien, 58 overall, is the new Broncos starter. Baker Mayfield back at the starting position, man. He's the highest overall backup, I think, in this video, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. It's definitely not Blaine Gabbert. The Bucks go from a 99 to a 60. The Cardinals go from an 87 to a 62 in Colt McCoy. The Chargers have to start Chase Daniel, 60 overall. Chad Henne, 61 overall, and the Chiefs. So you can see most of these teams would be screwed if their starter got injured. Not the Colts, however. They're the one team that has a Super Bowl MVP starting for them now, Nick Foles. Cooper Rush is going to be starting for the Cowboys. You have Teddy Bridgewater, who's actually a higher overall than the Dolphins starter Tua. So this is one of the few teams that you could say upgraded. I guess you can make an argument in real life this would be an upgrade, but in Madden it's a downgrade. The Eagles go from Hurts to Minshew. The Falcons go from Mariota to Desmond Ridder. We don't know what his overall is going to be. 68 seems like it's in the ballpark. We have 69 overall, Taylor Heineke starting for the Commanders. Jimmy G, another guy who you could say is an upgrade. I mean, he's listed as the backup on the Niners depth chart, and he's 3 overalls higher than Lance. And then another team where you could say maybe it's an upgrade, man. You go from Daniel Jones to Tyrod Taylor. Even though they're the same overall, you could argue he's a little bit better. CJ Beathard, the new starter in Jacksonville. I think the Jets are the only other team with a Super Bowl MVP starting in this video. January Joe Flacco. The Lions have 57 overall, Tim Boyle as the new starter. Jordan Love, the new starter in Green Bay, 68 overall. The Panthers are now rocking with Matt Corral as their new QB1. Brian Hoyer, the new #1 in New England. Nick Mullins, the new starter in Las Vegas. John Wolford, 59 overall, gonna be leading the way for the Rams. I was surprised that Tyler Huntley last year stepping in for Lamar, man. He has some flashy plays. I think he's gonna surprise us in this simulation. Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, stepping in for Jameis. He's one of the higher backups in the video. Drew Lock, 66 overall. He's actually listed as the backup now, so that's why he's starting. I saw a graphic the other day that Kenny Pickett is like top 10 in jersey sales in the offseason, so Steelers fans definitely believe in him. Kyle Allen has shown some flashes in his career, man. He's the new starter in Houston. The Titans are going to be starting Malik Willis, yes sir, and then the Vikings with Sean Mannion. So let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see how these backup quarterbacks end up doing. Malik Willis leads the Titans to the first seed in the AFC. Told you Nick Foles would do his thing in Indianapolis. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. You have Mullins and the Raiders. Baker made the playoffs, the Patriots, and then the Broncos. Jordan Love led the Packers to the first seed. The Bucks, Panthers, Giants, Cowboys, Niners, and Cardinals end up making it. Blaine Gabbert leads everybody in passing yards. The only guy to get 5,000. That has a lot to do with their playbook, I'm guessing. Chad Henne was second, Heineke third, Ridder, and then Kyle Allen rounding out the top 5. Jordan Love had the most touchdowns. Heineke, Willis, Gabbert, and Mayfield rounding out the top 5. Wolford threw a lot of interceptions, tied for the most with Trevor Siemian at 20, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel, and then January Joe. McCaffrey takes home the MVP. Jordan Love finishes as the highest quarterback. Gabbert was in there, Heineke, and Minshew from the Eagles. In the AFC, OPOY went to Taylor. Best QB went to Kenny Pickett. OPOY went to McCaffrey in the NFC. And Jordan Love got best QB. Brett Rypien and the Broncos take care of the Steelers in the wild card. Baker beats out Nick Mullins and the Raiders. And then you have Nick Foles beating the Patriots in the playoffs. So what else is new? On the NFC side of things, Blaine Gabbert and the Bucks beat the Cardinals. Tyrod and the Giants beat the Cowboys, and then Jimmy G and the Niners beat the 5 seed Panthers. And Jimmy G does it again. His Niners beat Jordan Love's Packers. Blaine Gabbert is going crazy with the Bucks. They have a nasty roster though, so it's not surprising to see them in the championship round. On the AFC side, Brett Rypien does it again. He beats out Malik Willis and the Titans. Baker takes care of business against Nick Foles, so there's only 4 teams left. Actually make that 2. Somehow Brett Rypien and this Broncos team beat out Baker Baker Mayfield, the highest overall backup to make it to the Super Bowl, and he's facing off against Jimmy G. Not gonna lie, for sure thought that Baker would find a way because, you know, like I said, he's the highest overall backup. I thought it was gonna be the 2 highest backups in the Super Bowl. I thought Madden would finally get it right. But credit to them that there was a little bit of, you know, randomness, because it would have been kind of boring if both the highest overall quarterbacks made it. At least there's a wild card, man. Somehow Brett freaking Ripien was able to take them all the way. I cannot believe it. You have to be happy if you're a Broncos fan, because that means your roster is really good. Oh God. Okay, that's a wobbler. He somehow catches it. Who is that? Jerry Jeudy coming back for his quarterback? Jesus Christ, how the hell did he catch that, man? He got hit as he threw it. This Niners defense is no joke. I can see 3 guys with abilities. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. But right now, Jeudy is freaking carrying. Are there any surprises that, you know, of teams that you didn't make the playoffs that you thought would for sure make it? A team like the Dolphins, you know, I feel like they improved at the quarterback position, but I don't know how they didn't make it in the playoffs. The Packers getting the 1 seed is crazy. Knowing that they lost Devontae Adams, I don't know how Jordan Love was able to do that. He's different, but obviously didn't translate the postseason success. 3rd and 6. That's going to be close. Going to be a 4th and 1. Tim Patrick could not get that extra yard. And you got to excuse my voice. You know, I've been a little sick this week, but, you know, we fighting through it. The Niners were in a blessed position. Not only do you have a guy as their backup that was a higher overall than your starter, but he's been there, done that. He's been to the Super Bowl, and he just had another deep playoff run. He's been on teams that have won the Super Bowl. This dude has all the experience you would want, man. So, yeah, they're in very good hands. Even though I think Jimmy G should be starting somewhere. I'd say about half of these guys should be starting somewhere. You know, maybe not half. I think half is too high of a number, but I can name at least 5 to 10 that could be starting somewhere. And Jimmy G is obviously one of them as he throws it out of bounds. Lives to fight another day. Okay, that's what that's about. Granted, he does have a really good supporting cast, one of the best tight ends, the best left tackle, an amazing wide receiver in Debo. He's going to dump it off to his running back. They're going to punt the ball. Low scoring game to start this one. Broncos with the ball again. Great protection. Ripien, bottom of the screen, getting a nice gain. Tim Patrick closing out the first quarter, man. The Broncos definitely have one of the better wide receiver groups in the league. So I feel like that's a big reason why they had a lot of success this year. Look at Jerry Jeudy. You also have a nice running back tandem with Javonte and Melvin Gordon. So if you wanted to run the ball, you can do that as well, man. Their O-line has definitely improved. Jeudy drops a pass. Nobody's perfect, but yeah. And then you also look at their defense. Adding Randy Gregory. D-line improves, and there you go. Look at this guy, Javonte. Gonna have himself a nice season. The only thing you can't do right here is turn the ball over. You gotta hold on to it, Javonte, and take your 3. Okay, they're gonna pass it. Wow. This is a risky one. Okay, they caught it. They got lucky, and they stay in bounds. So now you have the Niners down 6 with only 1 timeout left and a minute and 40 seconds. Jimmy G with so much time. Like, there's no excuse for him not to find somebody open. They only get like 3 yards. It's not off to a great start. They need 7. He's going to dump it off to Elijah, and that gets them out of bounds. They don't gain any yards, though. 3rd and 7. Where's Debo? Where's Kittle when you need him? Mitchell throwing a nice block, letting Jimmy G find his tight end, but Kittle drops it. It's 4th and 7. It all comes down to this. Which team will claim that they have the best situation with a backup quarterback? Oh, that might be roughing the passer. I cannot believe that. If he does not touch the quarterback, game is over. They win the Super Bowl. Instead, the Niners still have life. That was huge. That pretty much gave them another chance, but there's the strip sack fumble. The Broncos are going to win this Super Bowl. And I guess you could say that they have the best backup quarterback, or at least their supporting cast is good enough to carry their backup quarterback to the Super Bowl, man. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Let me know any other ideas you have for me. Please don't forget to destroy the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.